Thank you so much, Sundarangi Mataji, for the beautiful recitation. And thank you, Yashomati Mataji. You are back in your services. So happy to see you.
Hare Krishna Kirtidas Sundari Devi Dasi Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru Maharaj, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining, and very, very valuable time and association, and all glories to your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna, and all Vaishnavas' prayers. I become little bit better now. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji. Very happy to have you back. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for your warm welcoming, and thank you, Sundarangi Mataji, for that very, very nice melodious recitation of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Priti Vilasini Devidasi Mataji, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru Maharaj, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining every single day, and very, very grateful to your services, and all glories to your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Sorry. Hare Krishna Neetu Mataji. Dandat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru Maharaj, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining every single day and giving your beautiful association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Yasumati Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from Canada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Devidasi Mataji. Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru Maharaj, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining every single day, and very grateful to your services, Mataji. Again, once again, thank you for beautiful recitation of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Welcoming to Bhakti Sangha Japa group. Before we start our class, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote for today, March 6. Keep your health in good condition and work very hard for Krishna. That is our motto of life. Letter to Rai Rama, March 6, 1969. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. So, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa group. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Govardhan Giridas Prabhuji on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat, Madhya khanda, chapter 22nd, verse number 92 to 106. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Danvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very, very valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening us on this topic of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. I now hand over call to you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtiki. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankhayate Girim. Yatkripātamaham vande Shri Guru Dīnakarinam Paramanandamadhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Srinivadi Paschatya Dishkarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from the Sri Caitanya Bhagavata, Madhya khanda, chapter 22. This chapter is entitled Delivering Sachi Devi from Offense and Descriptions of Nityananda's Qualities. So we are reading from text 92. So this is a portion where it describes about both Vishwarupa and Vishwambara's loving relationship with Advaita Acharya. Okay, that is the background of the discussion. Paramabalaka Prabhu Gauranga Sundara Kutila Kundala Vesha Ati Manohara. At that time, Lord Gaursundar was only a child with curly hair and enchanting dress. Ma ebale Vishwambara Yaharada Diya Tomara Bhaire Jhata Dakhi Anagiya. Mother Shachi told him, Vishwambara, go quickly and bring your brother. Maera Adeshe Prabhu Daya Vishwambara Satvare Ailaya Tha Advaitera Ghara. On the order of his mother, Vishwambara ran quickly to the house of Advaita. Vasiyache Advaita Vedya Bhakta Gana Srivasadi Kariya Yate Kamahajana. There Advaita was sitting in the midst of exalted devotees headed by Srivas. So, how both Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a small child, Nimai, Vishwambara, and his elder brother, Vishwarupa, they were both, right from childhood, they were very attached to Advaita Acharya Prabhu. So that is a great quality of Advaita Acharya, that both these personalities were very attached to him right from childhood. In fact, throughout Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can find the deep bond, personal bond that existed between Advaita Acharya and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Mahaprabhu is only the age of Advaita Acharya's son. So therefore, there is a big age difference. And while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considered Advaita Acharya somewhat equal to his father, as a father figure, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu treated and respected Advaita Acharya. Same respect and honor was given by Mahaprabhu's elder brother Vishwarupa also to Advaita Acharya. They were very attached. In fact, it is that attachment of the two sons that they had for Advaita Acharya, that was one of the apparent reasons why Sachi Devi, Sachi Mata, she had some offensive thought about Advaita Acharya. That is what is being discussed here. So, Advaita Acharya is always spending his time in the association of Vaishnavas. Although Advaita Acharya is born at that time, you should understand that this system of birthright, caste, and everything was very prevalent at that during the time of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in India. So therefore, Advaita Acharya was born into a Brahmana family. As you know, both Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, all of them, they're all born in Brahmana families. But we will see that during the Leela, how they will uphold the quality of a Vaishnava over and above everything. Advaita Acharya especially, by calling Haridas Thakur to honor prasadam on the leaf on which Lord Vishnu is served during a Shraddha ceremony. So that position is given by Advaita Acharya because he considers a Vaishnava to be the topmost among all the living personalities. Beyond Varna and Ashrama, he was considering. So this is a very unique aspect of Advaita Acharya. And because he held Vaishnavas at the greatest height and he had the highest esteem for Vaishnavas, Advaita Acharya, because he knew what is the real value of a Vaishnava. Many times we do not know the value of a Vaishnava. The society in general also, they do not know that the Vaishnava has an intrinsic value that cannot be estimated by material means. They are thinking that these people are just chanting Hare Krishna on the street or giving out books and collecting donations, asking people to chant. And a lot of people, unfortunate people, also consider them to be of nothing more than nuisance value, in fact. They think that these people come unsolicited and they ask you for money. They try to give you book. And those type of very low-level thinking also people have about Vaishnavas. What they don't realize is that a Vaishnava is giving the greatest opportunity for any human being by helping that person to think about the Supreme Lord. That is the role of a Vaishnava. The role of a Vaishnava is that he helps others think about Lord Vishnu. That is what makes him a Vaishnava. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is discussing about the with the people of Kuliyagram, so he tells, Vaishnava means one who is chanting. Vaishnava means one who is, when you see a Vaishnava, you remember Krishna. So that is the actual intrinsic, invaluable element that a Vaishnava has. And Advaita Acharya was the epitome of that. So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attached to Advaita Acharya. So this is what we should understand. It is not based on some petty personal relationship that I know him from childhood, so I am very attached to him, I am very close to him. Not like that. The Supreme Lord, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu undoubtedly is the Supreme Lord himself. And therefore, when the Supreme Lord is establishing a relationship of friendship and honor and great affection with somebody, we should understand that that somebody is also not an ordinary personality. That somebody also not an ordinary personality. In fact, we know that it is, as we are coming closer to Gauru Purnima, just a week away, we are. So we know that it was Advaita Acharya who kept on calling for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear. It was because of Advaita Acharya's worship of the Saligram Shila and every day calling out to the Supreme Lord to appear, and also the chanting of Srila Haridas Thakur, that that are given as two. These are two major personalities who caused the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So therefore, naturally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very close to both these personalities. He is very close to both these personalities. So therefore, he spent a lot of time with Advaita Acharya while he was in Navadvip. And when Mahaprabhu moved to Jagannath Puri, Purushottam Kshetra, there he spent a lot of time with Haridas Thakur. In fact, every day Mahaprabhu would visit Haridas Thakur without fail. Whenever Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, he would always visit Haridas Thakur. He'd make it a point to visit Haridas Thakur every day. So, by maintaining this association with Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing to the whole world that these two are very special personalities. And this relationship with Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu developed right from childhood. And even immediately after accepting sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes back to Navadvip. From Katwa, he tries to go to Vrindavan and then ends up coming back to Shantipur. And the first person who meets, the first house he visits is Advaita Acharya's house. So Advaita Acharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have a very, very close, confidential relationship. That is being exemplified here by this description of how, as small children, they were spending a lot of time in Advaita Acharya's house. विश्वम्बर भाले भाई भाता खाओ गिया विलंबना करा bale hasiya hasiya. So Vishwambara is going to Advaita Acharya's house and telling his elder brother Vishwarupa, "Oh brother, come to eat lunch, don't be late." He's smiling and telling his brother. This is very similar to 10th canto, where we will find that this description by Shukdev Goswami, that one day Sri Krishna and Sri Balaram, they are so engrossed in playing with their cowherd boyfriends that it is getting late into the evening and the children have to come home. So Rohini Mata goes to call both Krishna and Balaram, and they don't heed to her words. She is a little bit more lenient than Yashoda Maya. So they take advantage of that and they don't come back. And then she has to come and tell Yashoda that you go. Only then these two will come back. And then we see how Yashoda goes and tempts Krishna, saying that come and drink my milk. Your body is full of mud and you are sweating and you're dirty. So come back and take your bath. And then she says, Nanda Maharaj is waiting. He has not accepted his prasad because he is waiting for you, like that. So children are like that. And Lord Krishna, he played that Leela as a small child who had to be persuaded by the mother to go back home to have food, to take bath, like that. So similarly here, both Vishwambara and Vishwarupa, they are small boys. So they are exhibiting that Leela with their mother, in this case, Shachimata. So he is not coming home, so Shachimata is sending. Vishwambara is much smaller, so he is not old enough to understand all the discussions, apparently. Of course, he understands everything as a supreme person. But as a small boy, because he is not involved in the, what you call, discussions that is going on at Advaita Acharya house, he is staying with Shachimata at home. So she is sending him there. Ask your elder brother to come for lunch. Hari Lasavara Chitta Prabhu Vishwambara Sabe Dekhe Shishurupa Parama Sundara. Lord Vishwambara captured the hearts of everyone as they gazed at his most attractive form as a child. Mohitahaya chahe Advaita Acharya Sai Mukha chahe Sabha Parihari Karya. Advaita Acharya forgot everything else and became struck with wonder as he looked at the face of the Lord. Wherever we see the description of the beauty of the Lord, we understand that it is completely alaukika. That means such a beauty you cannot see in the material world. The beauty of the Lord is transcendently, it is situated at the level of transcendence. Therefore, we cannot compare that beauty with anything in the material world. We are at a great disadvantage. That is why he is called, Padmalochana, Pangajanayana, and things like that. Pangajangri, his feet is like as soft as a lotus. His eyes are like lotus petals, like that. Whatever is in our conception, whatever is the most beautiful thing, which is lotus. So we are comparing. Actually, the Lord is more beautiful. He's more beautiful, so captivating. His transcendental beauty is. Once somebody sees the transcendently beautiful face of the Lord, then nothing in this material world can attract him, that person again. To that extent, the Lord's transcendental beauty attracts his devotees. So here, that is indicated by saying that the Lord looked very beautiful to everyone. Everyone was captivated. Everyone's hearts were completely sold out to him. To who? Lord Vishwambara, Nimai, that small boy, he was looking so beautiful that he captured everyone's hearts. And Advaitacharya completely forgot everything else and became wonderstruck as he looked at the face of the Lord, because this is his worshipable Supreme Lord. So when he sees that, he is amazed, he is wonderstruck, seeing the Lord face to face. Hey Mata Pratidina Mahera Adeshe Vishwarupe Daki Bara Chalete Aise. In this way, on the order of his mother, the Lord daily went to Advaita's house on the pretext of calling his elder brother Vishwarupa. So every day he is going to call his brother, and every day what is happening to Advaitacharya? Chintaye Advaita Chitte Dekhi Vishwambara Mora Chitta Hare Shishu Paramasundara Mora Chitta Hare Shishu. This child who is capturing my heart, most Paramasundara, is absolutely beautiful, most beautiful. So looking at Vishwambara, Advaitacharya feels that this is the most beautiful sight, and this child is so attractive that he is completely capturing my heart. So who can capture Advaitacharya's heart? It's only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For a pure devotee, his heart can only be captured by Krishna. Nothing else, nobody else can capture. That is the nature of the pure devotee of the Lord. And in our impure state, we are captivated by all things material. They seem beautiful to us. But somebody who is completely surrendered and sold out to the Supreme Lord, being attracted by his beauty, will not consider anything in the material world to be of any beauty whatsoever. So one may wonder, is not the beautiful things that are created by the Lord, are they not beautiful? For example, when we say Pangaja, the lotus flower, we are saying, so isn't the lotus flower beautiful? Yeah, it is beautiful. Isn't the rose flower fragrant? Isn't the mogra fragrant? Or isn't the kadamba fragrant and beautiful? And the Lord enjoys all these things. Yes, very true. But none of them captivates the pure devotee like the Lord does. None of it can captivate the pure devotee like the Lord does, because the pure devotee understands that everything else is temporary. So we need not give our heart to something temporary. It is also a very intelligent move by the devotee. He doesn't want to give his heart to something that will give some pleasure, some satisfaction. When we give our heart to someone beautiful, someone friendly, someone attached to, etc., etc., etc. But however, that pleasure, that satisfaction, that happiness, all those things that are attained by giving our heart to these things in the material world, those are all temporary. That happiness is temporary, that satisfaction is temporary, that pleasure sense of pleasure is temporary. In fact, not only are they temporary, they also give the opposite effect over time. They also give the opposite effect over time. So the only person to whom we should give our heart is who? Krishna. Just like Advaita Acharya, he is being captivated by Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Nothing else can captivate Advaita Acharya. And Mahaprabhu also likes to go and give his association to Advaita Acharya and take the association of Advaita Acharya. So that is what is actually happening here. Mora chitta harite ki pare anya jana eva mohara prabhu mohe moramana. This child attracts my mind, so he must be my Lord. For who else can steal away my heart? So here, Advaita Acharya is revealing his heart, saying that if somebody can capture my heart, it is only my worship of God. For who else can steal away my heart? Sarvabhuta Hridaya Thakura Vishwambara Chintite Advaita Jhata Chaliyaya Ghara. Lord Vishwambara dwells in the hearts of all the living entities. As soon as Advaita would think like this, the Lord departed for him. Like this. So I am supposed to read till 106. Okay. So Advaita Acharya is thinking like this, that this Lord is the Paramatma in the hearts of all the living entities. The hearts of all the living entities. So the Lord is situated in everyone's heart. So we may wonder whether the Lord is situated in the right ventricle or the left ventricle, or I don't know, whichever portion of the heart is. No. The Lord is not sitting in this physical heart. Lord is sitting in our heart. Lord is not sitting in our body's heart. The Lord is sitting in our heart. There is this incident, with Srila Prabhupada during the early days. One of the Matajis who were drawing these paintings, when she painted Paramatma, the entire background was red. So when Srila Prabhupada asked, why is this whole background red and Lord also looking reddish hue? So she said, because he is sitting in the heart is full of blood. So Srila Prabhupada corrected, saying that the Lord as Paramatma is not sitting in that heart. He is sitting in your heart, which means the Atma's heart. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Paramatma, is sitting in our heart, not this, heart that will surely stop pumping after its, time is over. That heart is different from our heart. So the Lord is situated in our heart and captivating all those who will turn towards him, and not captivating those who are paranmukha. Those who are unmukha towards the Lord will captivate. Those are paranmukha. That means those who have turned away from the Lord, no captivation will happen. So here Advaita Acharya says, he has captivated my heart, that means he is my Lord. Niravadhi Vishwarupa Advaitere Sange Chadiya Samsara Sukha Gona Yanarange. Vishwarupa rejected all worldly enjoyment and joyfully passed his time in the association of Advaita. Vishwarupa Kada Adi Ghantete Vistara Ananta Charitra Nityananda Kalevara. Topics regarding Vishwarupa were elaborated in the Adi Khanda. He is not different from Nityananda, so his characteristics are unlimited. Ishwarere Icha Sabha Ishware Sajane Vishwarupa Sanyasa Karila Katadine. Only the Supreme Lord knows the desire of the Supreme Lord. Within a short time, Vishwarupa accepted sannyasa. Jagate Vidita Nama Sri Shankararanya Chalila Anantapathe Vaishnava Graganya. He then became known throughout the world as Sri Shankararanya. As he traversed the path of devotional service to Lord Krishna, he became celebrated as the topmost Vaishnava. By the association of Advaita Prabhu, Sri Vishwarupa left home and traversed the path of devotional service. His sannyas name was Shankararanya. Therefore, when Mother Sachi saw that Vishwarupa left home, because of the association of Advaita Prabhu, she became unhappy with Advaita Prabhu. Sachi Devi did not publicly criticize the behavior of Advaita Prabhu, but she nevertheless enacted the pastime of committing an offense against Advaita Acharya. Now you see. So, Advaita Acharya felt captivated by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But at the same time, Vishwarupa, the elder brother of Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vishwambara, he became completely renounced. He became completely renounced and accepted sannyas. And it is said here that it was weighing heavily in the heart of Shachimata. And somehow Shachimata felt that my son has accepted sannyas by the influence of Advaita. You really can't blame her, Shachimata, because after all, she is mother. And this whole Leela of Shachimata committing an offense in the mind towards Advaita Acharya Prabhu, and then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pointing it out and make her get rid of that aparadha. So here it says that apparently she felt some offensive thought about Advaita Acharya. Now you see, Shachimata, she is the mother of the Supreme Lord. Correct? And she is not an ordinary personality. You don't become the mother of the Supreme Lord with an offensive mentality. You cannot. How can you? Then that means there's something wrong with Shastra. And we always know that whatever the Supreme Lord does, he will not, there will be no Shastra Ullankhana in whatever the Supreme Lord does. Okay. So this Mother Shachi offending Advaita Acharya also should be seen in that light, because she is the mother of the Supreme Lord. So factually, it is not possible that she can be offensive towards Advaita Acharya, who is not different from Sadashiva. So therefore, their relationship has to be seen at that level of two transcendently situated personalities. And the transcendently situated Supreme Lord, showing to the whole world what is the importance of avoiding Vaishnava Aparadha and how serious Vaishnava Aparadha is. That the Lord wanted to show that even if it's my mother, if there is Vaishnava Aparadha, it has to be addressed accordingly. There cannot be any shortcut in terms of getting out of the effects of a Vaishnava Aparadha. That is one part of it. Now, as we dwell into what made Shachimata think offensively about Advaita Acharya, that his association, that is what she's very specifically thinking about, that this person's association made my elder son into a sannyasi. And my younger son is also attracted to him. Eventually, younger son also will take sannyas. And he will come back to Advaita Acharya after taking sannyas. All these things are in the future. But in this moment where we are discussing, so she is feeling this person's association. Now, we all talk about the power of association, correct? The real power of association can be seen in these examples. That Advaita Acharya we see him. There is a reason why he is called Acharya. Because otherwise he could have also gone by his regular surname, whatever that was. Like we call Shivas, Thakur, Gadadhar, Pandit, like that. Because all 5 of them, the Panchatattva, they are all born into Brahmana families. So they will have their Jagannath Mishra, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father's name. Like that, we can see Hadayoja. So all of them have these names. But Advaita Prabhu is called Advaita Acharya because he is somebody who teaches by his acharan. He is a, what you call, Acharya that everybody can emulate. So also we may wonder that Advaita Acharya is a Grihastha. She is married to Sita Devi. They are a very senior Grihastha couple, Sita Thakurani and Advaita Acharya. But you see, his acharan is such that he inspired Vishwarupa to become completely detached. He inspires Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's brother to become completely detached. So what is actually happening is that Shachimata, in order to play in this her part in the Leela, she is actually thinking, what happened? Why did my son take sannyas? How did this Advaita Acharya influence him? Like that, she's speculating. And as we all know, speculation leads to offense. So like speculation is the first step towards offense. Because we think, could it be like this? Could it be like that? And then after 5 or 6, could it be? We would come to a conclusion which will be offensive. So like that, she was thinking whether this could be the reason, whether that could be the reason. But the point is that the point that is being revealed here is that association can have very, very strong impact. So Advaita Acharya influenced Vishwarupa to the extent that he became completely renounced. Why? Because Advaita Acharya is renounced. After all, he is Sadashiva. Sadashiva is the epitome of Virakti, renunciation. That is why he, unlike anybody else in the universe, takes ashes from the crematorium and wears it all over his body. That is unimaginable for anybody to do. We cannot imagine doing that ourselves. The Tripundra that the followers of Lord Shiva wear, those ashes are made from cow dung. So that is, as per Vedic conclusion also, that is very auspicious to wear because it is basically, there is cow dung and cow urine in that. So therefore it is a very auspicious thing to wear. But imagine wearing ashes taken from the crematorium where bodies are burnt into ashes. So look at his position, how renounced he is, and how he is exhibiting that renunciation. Exhibiting that renunciation. And also, Lord Shiva is also a Grihastha. Lord Shiva is also a Grihastha. Marries the same woman so many times, Janma after Janma. She dies, he marries her. And in order to keep count, he is also wearing her skull as a necklace around his neck. So he has got this big skull garland on his neck. It is actually the number of times Parvati Devi has taken birth and died. So this is that Sadashiva, the original Sadashiva, who has become Advaita Acharya and Chaitanya Leela. So we see that they teach renunciation in a very unique way. Simply by looking at them, you can become renounced. But for that, one must associate properly. Not like Lord Shiva's followers, they are worshipping Lord Shiva for all the material benedictions and material benefits. But he, by his own behavior, is asking everyone, see, this is all it is. Ultimately, you are meant to become this. Your body, for which you are taking so much of trouble, is meant to become this ash which I am wearing on my body. That is how he exhibits his renunciation. And a genuine follower should take that as the teaching of Lord Shiva. So here Advaita Acharya, simply by his behavior, that is the greatness of Sadhu Sangha. In Sadhu Sangha, it is not that we always need to, hear a personal instruction from the sadhu. Oh, I will get instructed like this, and then I will just go ahead and do that. No, it doesn't work that way always. Sadhu Sangha, we can simply see, observe the behavior of a sadhu, and we can follow in the footsteps of the sadhu. And then we can attain perfection. So that is how Sadhu Sangha should be taken. Sadhu Sangha should be taken like that. Now, becoming a renunciate or becoming renounced from this material attachment, which is what this sannyasa is all about, right? Although in the Jnana Marga, they say that you will become completely renounced and you will become you can become perfect, complete only when you accept sannyas, right? This is the normal Jnana Marga way of attaining perfection. That is, throughout you keep doing naiti, 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 not this, not this, not this, not this. And then finally, coming to accept Brahman. And then in order to accept that, one must give up all, all other identifications, etc., etc., etc. And then, so in that marga, in that path, this sannyas becomes a must, sort of. But you see in bhakti marga, in devotional service, the same sannyasa or this renunciation that is expected out of sannyasa can be had in any varna, any asana. That is possible only in devotional service. That is possible only in devotional service. So, Advaita Acharya, he is a grihastha. He is a Brahmana grihastha. But that is not of any consequence here. His being a grihastha is of no consequence. His being a Brahmana is of no consequence. It is simply his position as a Vaishnava that is of any consequence. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he accepted sannyas in the Ekadanda Sampradaya, he accepted sannyas in the Ekadanda Sampradaya, everybody knows that. And although he does not need to accept sannyas, but that was one of his leelas where in order to attract all the Mayavadis, he accepted sannyas in the Mayavad Sampradaya. But after accepting sannyas, he he quotes, when he's roaming around in Radha Desh, trying to go to Vrindavan at that time, after accepting sannyas, he quotes that very famous shloka that is recited by the Avanti Brahmana. Etamsa astaya paratmanishtam adhyasitam purvatamayer maharshibe aham tarishyami durantaparam tamo mukundagri nishevayaiva. So, this is actual sannyas. Aham tarishyami durantaparam tamo mukundangri nishevayaiva. If we can do that, Yedamsa astaya paratmanishta. This paratmanishta, being firmly fixed at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Mukunda Angri. I should, I can, I will cross over. Duranta param aham tarishyami. So we have to have that. I will take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Mukunda and I shall cross over this ocean of nescience. This is sannyas. For that, no danda is necessary. For that, no change in color of dress is necessary. For that, there is no change in ashrama necessary. For that, there is no change in varna necessary. Nothing. Nothing is required. Simply, paratma nishtha. We should have nishtha. We should be completely absorbed in Krishna. Surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. So that we can cross over. So this is the principle of renunciation. We don't have to think of how to give up this, how to give up that, whether I need to do this, whether I should not do this. No. Simply be completely absorbed in Krishna, surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, and very confidently say that I will cross over this ocean of nescience by holding on to your lotus feet. That is in principle sannyas. So this is what Advaita Acharya is teaching. So this is what influenced Vishwarupa, who later on became Shankararanya and was, preaching devotional service as he traveled. Which is what Sachimata apparently felt about, because we also have to see her from the position of a mother, that she became upset when the son took sannyas. However, elevated she is as the mother of the Supreme Lord. At the same time, she is also exhibiting this Matru Vatsalya, the Vatsalya Bhava, to both Vishwarupa and Vishwambara. That we see that even after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas, she continued to treat him. She continued to feed him. He would come, transcendently, he would be present in front of Sachimata, accepting the bhoga cooked by her for him. So, these things happen at a very high transcendental level, and they enjoy these pastimes like that, and not to be mixed up with some mundane feeling that we have, and think that because we have such mundane feelings, somebody like Sachimata also will have such feelings. So that is how we have to see this Leela in this perspective and try to take away these lessons by the activity of Vishwarupa, Vishwambara, Advaita Acharya, and Mother Shachi. So, Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I stop here and take questions if there are any. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Such a nice and wonderful pastime of our Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How, and I still remember the picture of that when he when he went to call Vishwarup, his brother, and at that time he hold the dhoti of Vishwarup, and then he just moved his face to Advaitacharya. At that time, Advaitacharya, how he stuck with wonder and how he looked so cute and beautiful, the small Nimai. Still, I remember that picture. So nice, Prabhuji. This first time to hear from your mouth. And also you talk about, you glorify the Advaitacharya, how he was doing by his own behavior, teaches us how to detach even though we are grahastha. And here we saw how Vishwarup taught everything from Advaitacharya to detach everything and just do the devotional service to the lotus feet of the Lord. Yes, Prabhuji, very, very nice. Prabhuji, thank you so much for giving this pastime again and again. Very nice, beautifully you explain everything. And here you also says that activity of Vishwarupacharya and Mother Shachi, we have to just take a lesson, take our point for them, from them. So nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, you have time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so dear devotees who have any question or anything realization?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranams. Thank you, Prabhu, for the excellent session and covering so wonderfully these points. I do have a question, Prabhu.
Yeah.
We understand that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through his own devotees, he wants to teach lesson to all. And this time he took Sachi Mata to be an instrument to teach all of us. At the same time, Vrindavan Das Thakur, in the previous verses, he mentions that actually there was no offense that was committed by Mother Shachi, though she called him from the way Advaita to Dvaita. And later, it's also mentioned in future verses that Vrindavan Das Thakur says that out of fear of offending a Vaishnava, Mother Sachi didn't say anything aloud, but kept that grief within her. So, how to understand, Prabhuji, that this is Kali Yuga? Mother Sachi was in Kali Yuga, and Kali Yuga has this benediction that till the time we have that offensive nature in mind and we are not speaking aloud, it is not considered to be an offense. Then why Mahaprabhu took Mother Sachi in mind what she was thinking to be an offensive mentality, to be offensive, so much so that he said that she is not eligible to get Krishna Prem?
Well, the answer is like this, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, on one hand, we should understand this very clearly. On one hand, he is Mahavadanyaya. He gives the most precious thing. He's giving it away to the most unqualified people. On one hand, we see this. On the other hand, for those who are devotees, the standards that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sets is very high. So that he is showing through his devotees. Whether you take this pastime of Shachimata, where, as you say, in Kali Yuga, if you think something in your heart, it does not get converted into a karma, so you are not going to get any phala for that. Or if you take Gadadhar Pandit, who was asked to take initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Or another stark example that we can see is Chota Haridas.
Yeah.
Actually, when you go to see, Chota Haridas did not, from our point of view, he did not commit an offense. Because the person to whom he went and asked for rice, she is another great devoted personality. She is a great devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You understand? And there was zero offense there actually. But Mahaprabhu made him an example saying that you should not do this. Even if you are going to the greatest of my devotee's house, you should not have done that because you are a brahmachari and she is a woman who is alone, like that. So therefore, in two ways. The one thing is showing Mahavadanyaya, they let everybody get the opportunity. And for those people who are advancing in spiritual life, Mahaprabhu wants to show that how serious we should be in terms of getting advancement, in terms of gaining advancement in spiritual life, how serious we should take it. For that, we take these pastimes, we should take it in that sense that this is why these things are being told, and this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu acts when it comes to this level of people. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, definitely. As you said, on one side, he's Mahavadannaya, distributing and telling everybody, come and plunder.
Yeah.
On the other hand, his own mother, who has not even committed an offense. Okay, Chota Haridas, I still understand that he was following a renounced order of life, which is altogether a different scenario. But with his mother, and that too, she has not committed any offense.
Yeah.
So that means through this lesson, we understand that even mentally also we should not try to commit any
Think
offense.
ill of a Vaishnava. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your very enlightening session. Hare
Like
Krishna.
it is said, speculation is the mother of offense. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
we don't speculate, we don't offend.
Hmm.
So,
Very
Thank
true.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kirtida Sundari Mataji, for asking this question, because it was in my mind and you just asked, and Prabhuji, you give me real good answer, so I could understand everything. So thank you both of you.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
The same Paramatma is in all our hearts. So
Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for the very nice class. And thank you, Kirtana Mataji, for that question. I think it's a constant thing that I have to keep working every day. It is a process that I have to keep reminding myself. Prabhu, I really like the class a lot. I wanted to appreciate the points that you made. Like everything in this world is so temporary. So the only thing that we should really keep in our heart is Krishna. And Krishna, when he stays in our heart, he stays in our heart, not in the body heart or the physical heart. He stays in our heart. That these two things I was thinking it's so beautifully connected. Thank you so much for bringing those 2 points. And yes, also reminding me that speculation is the cause of offense. Thank you, Prabhu. Very, very interesting class as always. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is there anybody else to ask any question or realization to Prabhuji? I think I don't see. Yeah, so Prabhuji, if your permission, shall we end our call? So, vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you, Prabhuji, and your services. We are very, very grateful to you, and we look forward for your association. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai. His Grace Govardhan Giridas Prabhuji ki jai. Hari Bol Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Devatam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.